WTF. My entire life plan was based on a lie my high school counselor told me about my college application. I was 18, applying to NYU for a prestigious film studies program. My application was solid, but the key was an exclusive summer internship with a top Hollywood studio, a program that almost guaranteed entry. I remember submitting the application paperwork with my counselor, Mr. Dennis, who insisted he had to mail the final packet because it required an official school seal. 2 weeks later, Mr. Dennis called me into his office. He looked sympathetic as he handed me a rejection letter from the studio. It was extremely competitive, Alex. They only take one student from the entire state. You just missed the cut. He told me to focus on my backup schools. For the next 10 years, I believed I wasn't quite good enough for the elite tier, and I worked a steady but unexciting job in regional production. 10 years later, I was back at my old high school for an alumni event. I passed Mr. Dennis's old office, now used for storage. The new counselor was cleaning out files and offered me my high school folder. Tucked deep inside was a thick manila envelope, sealed with my name and the studio's logo. It looked exactly like the one Mr. Dennis supposedly mailed a decade ago. I tore it open. Inside was not a rejection, but an official acceptance letter to the internship dated days before Mr. Dennis called me in. I had gotten the spot. I was the one student chosen from the state. My hands were shaking as I pulled out the last document. An email from the studio to Mr. Dennis asking why I hadn't confirmed my acceptance and saying they were moving to the alternate candidate if they didn't hear back by 5 p.m. that day. I tracked down Mr. Dennis's replacement. She knew the secret. She told me Mr. Dennis had been prioritizing his own daughter, who was applying for the exact same internship that year. He had deliberately lied to me, kept my acceptance letter, and let the clock run out so the spot would be passed to the next candidate, who was inevitably his daughter, Sarah. She got the internship, went to NYU, and now works in a senior role at that same studio. I called Mr. Dennis. I didn't scream. I just read the acceptance letter to him, word for word. His silence was deafening. He finally stammered, "I did it for my daughter. I thought it would be a good experience for her." I hung up. I reported the entire documented breach of ethics to the school board, the State Counseling Association, and the studio's HR department. Mr. Dennis was immediately stripped of his license and lost his pension. But the true heartbreak was the loss of a decade. I tracked down his daughter Sarah, who confirmed she had no idea the spot was meant for me. She was utterly devastated. I now have the acceptance letter framed above my desk, a reminder that the biggest obstacles in life aren't your own lack of talent, but the betrayal of people you trusted.